Welcome to the P's and Q's podcast. I'm your host, Quanae Foray, and I'm living my best life. And I want to help you live your best life. Today, y'all, I am so excited. I have one of my sisters here, one of my light workers here, and I'm just so honored to get to share this platform. You guys are in for such a treat. Talk about a special soul. Her name is Natalie Valle. Welcome.
Thank you, love. It's such an honor to be here, and the universe is so beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, period. That's the podcast.
Period. Okay, bye.
That's it.
Next episode.
What I mean by that is the way in which we met.
Yes.
So serendipitously.
Right.
And then the way in which we've kind of just weaved. And then you were in Tulum with our sister, who you met through me, and just now we're here.
Now we're here with you guys sharing. Natalie is extraordinary, you guys. She's a multidisciplinary healer, thought leader based here in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. Lucky me. So she teaches people from her own life experience how to heal from negative patterns, which we all know that we have, and activate the healer within through the beauty and art of loving yourself. Come on. Come on, tell it, honey. What a gift you are to shine your light in this way and encourage others to do the work, because it does take deep healing, and to activate the healer within. I love that. I have goosebumps right now. I feel like crying because we all have that power within us to heal ourselves and to heal others. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us when your journey started as a healer, really knowing?
You know, it's funny because I've kind of, for a while, struggled with identifying as a healer, because it always felt like I don't want to be this person that people feel that they need to access something that's already within them. Ooh. And so for me, it really clicked when I reframed that and I realized I am a healer because I am my own healer. And you are a healer because you are your own healer. And at the same time, by activating the healer within, we can also inspire people to do the same. And because of the fact that we're all connected. When one of us heals, we all heal. So we also create ripple effects.
Yes.
But my journey began when I was in college, and I picked a random elective because I needed a credit to graduate. And so I found myself at an exercise class that was yoga.
Ooh.
I thought I was there to exercise. At the time, I was going through this really deep journey of body dysmorphia and substance abuse and eating disorders. And that yoga class was the first portal that I walked through that really began my journey to self-love. Wow. And it's still a journey, right? Like, healing is not linear, and those negative thought patterns that you mentioned earlier, they might always be there. They might always be insidious, but it's learning how to dance with them and learning how to have a conversation with them so that they don't become your truth and you don't identify it as them.
Yeah.
You just recognize, oh, there's that thought again. Okay. I'm not going to choose to believe it, but I see it, I honor it, and I choose a new narrative.
Yes. You better tell it. You are so inspiring. From the moment we connected in that serendipitous way, the first time I saw her, y'all, I literally almost cried. And we met through a mutual friend. Mm-hmm. I had no idea that God was just sending this extraordinary being to my life in this moment. And I looked at her and I hugged her and I literally almost cried. Your soul, your heart, your intention. I know you guys can feel it too, and it's okay if you want to cry. I understand. Thank you. And just the way you express from your heart. And it's just so deep. And healing. I feel like I'm healing just in your presence. And I know that I am. And I'm So grateful for you. We are so grateful for you. It's really special. So for someone on the early stages of their journey who might just be about to enroll in that yoga class or aren't sure where to start,
Yeah.
what would you advise them to as the first step to take?
Oof. I mean, there are so many steps one can take, and there's no right or wrong. Wherever your journey begins, wherever you are, it's perfect. And what's coming through right now is, I think the biggest realization for me was realizing that the access point to connect with spirit, to connect with source, to connect with your sense of higher self, whatever it means to you, the universe, however you feel it, however it shows up for you, is to realize that the access point is not outside of you, right? So going back to that idea of, I'm not a healer because I heal people. I'm a healer because I heal myself. And so that access point is within the portal of my heart.
Yes.
And so getting into the habit and the practice of, what does it feel like to quiet the mind and open the heart? And that, I think, is so potent because the heart has such innate intelligence
Yes.
that when we can tap into that, we don't need to use the mind to figure out the things, to analyze, to know what that next step is going to be. We can allow this to guide us. And really, it's something that has to be felt and experienced to be understood. And so a practice that I love to do, getting super practical here, is coming into a meditative state, closing the eyes, placing a hand on the heart, and then just focusing on the breath going into the heart and out of the heart. And so bringing the physical awareness of your mind into the heart space physiologically in itself will already begin to connect. And then dropping into gratitude from there, thinking about all the things that you're grateful for.
Yeah.
You know, it could be your family, it could be your dog or your cat, it could be your friends, it could be your job, it could be maybe you just got back from a vacation of a lifetime. You got to experience a beautiful place, a memory.
Yeah.
And allowing gratitude to begin to turn on and come on live. And that, I think, is a beautiful first step, just to get out of the head, quiet the mind, and open the heart.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. We talk about that a lot here.
Yeah.
About gratitude being the gift that opens every door. And also brings in the awareness that there are no doors and there are no locks. It's infinite possibilities. So I love you for reiterating that. Y'all heard that? See? It ain't just me. I'm telling you. Wow. You made me some bomb-ass cacao. Bomb-ass cacao. Oh my gosh. Can you tell the audience about the power of cacao and how it also helps with this heart-opening energy?
Yeah. Talk about heart medicine. Talk about opening the heart.
Yes.
Cacao. So cacao is a plant medicine. It's a non-hallucinogenic, but it is psychoactive. And so what that means is that it has different compounds, enzymes, and compounds and enzymes that produce chemicals in your brain, like oxytocin, serotonin. And so it's a really euphoric journey and experience with cacao. Cacao is the medicine of Mesoamerica. So the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Toltecs use cacao a lot, which is my personal lineage and ancestry in this lifetime, in this physical body. And cacao has been used in ritual and ceremony for thousands and thousands of years. And in the physiological perspective, you know, we talk about the compounds and enzymes that create a euphoric experience in the body. From an energetic standpoint, the medicine of cacao, it's a divine mother spirit. And so I like to think of cacao as this divine mother that cradles her baby and just loves on her baby. And you are that baby. Yeah. And so when you're sitting with cacao, it's a really beautiful tool in medicine to open up the heart.
Yeah.
And more than likely, it'll be really easy for you to tap into feelings of gratitude, of connection with others, of love, of radical self-love.
Yeah.
And
safety.
safety, yeah. And working with cacao has been such a gift because it's also reawakened something within my genome, my DNA that I've carried from my ancestors, right? We all carry our ancestors in our DNA.
Yes.
And for me, it's been this beautiful journey of tapping into some really beautiful ancestral medicine.
Wow. That's powerful. And from there, you've been carried to so many places, Guatemala, other places, and your ancestors are putting you exactly where you are supposed to be to continue your path on healing. And you're a translator for the elders in Guatemala?
Yes. So when I kind of embarked on this journey, and maybe this can be another podcast episode because this is a whole other tangent, but part of my healing journey has been the reclamation of my heritage pre-colonialism, that whole world, right? And it's something that came into my life in such a divine and organic way. And I've been translating for some Mayan elders. So Mayan elders will oftentimes do readings, they're wisdom keepers, and so they'll offer people, whether it's ceremony or readings of their energetic blueprints. And this kind of came into my field. I was asked to translate for the elders who were doing readings for people in Spanish, and the individual spoke English. And so I was kind of that translator. And I mean, that's been so humbling to sit with and just to be in their presence and to be taking in that wisdom and their energy and just to bask in it.
Wow. That is incredible. And it's such an honor and such an opportunity to grow within yourself just by proximity.
Yeah.
Like you said, basking in that energy and the wisdom in the heart.
In the heart. Yeah.
You know? Wow. So you're every woman. You do so many things. You're so powerful.
I'm every woman.
Hey, I love that song.
Me too.
That's so us.
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
So you're also doing sound healing coaching and helping people all over the world unlock their gift of healing through sound.
Yes.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
Oh my gosh, we don't have enough time,
Honey,
but we'll get into it.
Another episode coming through.
2 more episodes.
Yes.
Bookmark this.
Literally.
So sound healing, when I embarked my healing journey through yoga, I found meditation. And then when I moved to Los Angeles, being the buffet of all things health and wellness, I found sound healing. And I just started going to sound baths. And 6 years ago, I took a training over a summer. And it was to learn how to facilitate sound baths. And the moment that I stepped into that chapter of my Dharma, my soul purpose, everything changed. I mean, doors opened, people came into my life. I changed. I mean, that's what happens, right? You change internally and then your external environment changes.
That's right.
And over time, I was teaching at different studios, leading sound baths, and people started approaching me, asking me, how did you learn? This is something that I want to learn. And me being the student and educator archetype all in one, I love learning and studying and reading case studies and the history and then repackaging it and presenting it in a way that's digestible. It just became kind of a really organic and natural evolution for me to step from being a student, although I will always be a student, lifelong learner.
Yes.
And stepping into the role of teaching, because sound healing changed my life. I'm such a firm believer of the power of vibration.
Yes.
You know, even in Western medicine nowadays, we're using vibration. We use ultrasounds every day when, doctors look at pregnant bellies. And they're using vibration to break down kidney stones. There's research being done for the usage of tumors and cancer. So we are just barely scratching the surface of the power of sound.
Yes.
And so for me to get to step into this place where this modality has changed my life, and now I'm sharing it with people so that it can change their lives and the lives of those around them, it's been such a gift. And I was doing the numbers, and I've trained, I think, around 48 people.
Wow.
At this point.
Some in person, some online.
Yeah, some mainly here in LA, and then a good percentage of them are kind of all over the world. Guam, Amsterdam.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's sound healers everywhere sharing this medicine and passing it on, and that's probably my favorite part of it all.
Yeah.
Is that these little seeds are being planted and they're impacting the people around them.
Yeah. It's a huge shockwave into the universe of love.
Of love.
Because you are pure love. You are pure light.
Thank you, love.
Thank you. How can people find you if they want to do their own sound healing and to connect with you and just be your friend like me?
Yeah, so you can connect with me on socials. It's at loveandalchemy_. And yeah, my website, I have all my offerings, my retreats. You can drop me an email there, and that's just loveandalchemy.com.
Very lovely. Well, what a treat for me, for you, for love, for life. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here to share your love and your light. I'm so grateful for you. It's gotten my day off to the most amazing start. I'm probably gonna cry because I just feel like just overwhelmed with joy and appreciation. Thank you. And you guys know where to find me on Instagram at Quine Foray, also on YouTube. I'm gonna put Natalie's links below. Please connect with her, reach out to her, even if it's just to say hi. It's so great to be a part of such a beautiful community. And I love you guys. I'm so grateful for you guys. I will see you next Monday right here.